Why do we spend our whole lives striving for success, wealth, and recognition, only to realize too late that we've overlooked the ones who gave us life? Why do we feel such deep regret when our parents are gone, despite giving them everything money could buy while they are alive? Is filial piety simply about feeding and clothing and caring for our parents physically? Or is there a deeper, more transformative way to honor them, not just in this life, but beyond it? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to discuss one of the most profound human responsibilities that transcends culture, religion, and time. How to truly be a filial child. But we're not going to talk about it from a place of guilt or societal pressure. We're going to explore what Buddhism teaches us about real, deep, complete filial piety. The kind that uplifts not just our parents, but our own souls. You might think you've done enough, working hard to earn money, buying a good house, ensuring your parents are comfortable in old age. Or have you ever wondered, when their time on earth comes to an end, what can you do then? What can you give when the body can no longer receive? What does true repayment of parental kindness look like, according to Buddhist wisdom? The Buddha once said in the Sutra of Profound Gratitude to Parents, even if one were to carry one's mother on the left shoulder and father on the right for 1,000 years, walking through fire and thorn, still, one cannot fully repay the debt owed to them. That's how deep parental love is. Don't be discouraged. Buddhism doesn't leave us with sentiment alone. It gives us a path. Let me share the story of a Buddhist layperson named Jian. His mother had always been skeptical of religion, especially Buddhism. She would dismiss it as superstition. When Jian became a serious practitioner, he never forced her to believe. Instead, he practiced quietly, dedicating every merit to her well-being. He would help her with household chores, listen patiently when he repeated the same stories, and gently introduce ideas of compassion and unattachment and mindfulness. He never debated, he lived by example. When his mother fell ill, Jian sat by her bedside every day, not just physically, but spiritually. He chanted the name of Amitabha Buddha softly. He did not panic. He did not cry in despair. He remained present. 3 days before her passing, he told him in a whisper, "I saw a man in red robes smiling at me. He said he was taking me to a place of peace." That man Jian believed was Amitabha, and he wept not in sadness, but in gratitude. His mother had found her path. This, my friend, is real filial piety. It's not only feeding the body, it's nourishing the soul. In Buddhism, this deeper form of filial piety is called supramundane piety. It involves helping our parents plant the seeds of liberation, guiding them toward wholesome actions, mindfulness, and if possible, the connection to the three jewels, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. It may sound difficult, but it starts small. Take another story of a businessman named Lind who had lived most of his life in guilt. As a young man, he left home to chase success, seldom visiting his aging parents. He thought sending money was enough. When his father passed, he felt a void money couldn't fill. He began attending Dharma talks. Later, he invited monks to perform chanting for his parents on special Buddhist holy days. He took precepts. He donated to build a small temple, dedicating it to his mother and father. Every night, he would light incense and chant the Buddha's name for them. He once told a friend, "I can't change the past, but maybe I can change their future." That's the power of Buddhism. It teaches us that it's never too late to honor our parents. Even after death, our efforts, if done with sincerity, can benefit them in unseen ways. How does this work? Buddhist teachings emphasize that our consciousness continues after death through wholesome actions, chanting, making offerings, taking precepts, and especially dedicating the merit of these acts to our parents. We can help them transition to more peaceful rebirths or even liberation. This is why festivals like Alambana Ghost Festival are so important in Buddhist culture. On this day, people make offerings to monastics, recite sutras, and dedicate merit to their ancestors. It's not a ritual of faith, it's a ritual of love. Even if your parents are not religious or are already gone, there's so much you can do. You can light a lamp for them during a Dharma service. You can chant the Amitabha Sutra or recite the name of Amitabha Buddha for 10-30 minutes daily in their honor. You can donate to charity in their name. You can observe a vegetarian diet on certain days and offer that merit to them. You can take a vow or precept and dedicate the purification of your own mind to them. Every one of these actions plants a seed, and that seed may blossom in ways you'll never see, but they will feel. One lay practitioner told me a story about a bird with a broken wing. He nursed it back to health, all the while chanting the Buddha's name next to it. When it flew again, she cried, not just for the bird, but for what it represented, her own rebirth into a life of compassion. He said, "I couldn't save my father in his final hours, but maybe in saving this bird, I was saving a part of him too." This is the heart of Buddhist filial piety, self-transformation for the sake of others. And if your parents are still alive, then the path is even clearer. Start by practicing patience, not just the quiety, bitter kind, but the joyful kind, the kind that listens to their fears, that laughs at their jokes, even when they repeat them for the 100th time, the kind that doesn't need to win every argument, but seeks to understand. Bring Dharma into their lives gently, perhaps a short story about compassion, a small book about mindfulness, a trip to a temple, a conversation about rebirth not as doctrine, but as possibility. Even if they don't accept it immediately, your intention becomes a bridge. I've known people who gave their parents Buddha statues to place in their rooms, others who helped their parents take refuge in the Three Jewels. Some even helped them receive precepts before passing. One woman told me, "I couldn't stop my mother's suffering, but I could hold her hand and chant through it. I could bring peace to her last breath." And that, my friend, is a miracle. It doesn't take grand gestures. It takes presence, intention, of transformed into action. You see, a Buddhist filial piety is not just a duty, it's a practice, a path. Every time you choose patience over irritation, you're bowing to your parents. Every time you light incense in their name, you're building a bridge of merit. Every time you improve yourself, not for ego, but for compassion, planting a field of blessings for them. So whether your parents are living or departed, this truth remains. You can still be a good child. You can still serve. You can still give. You can still love. Not just with things, but with spirit. Thank you for watching this video. If it opened your heart, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing your own story in the comments. Who are you doing your practice for? Let us know. And may we all become children whose love continues even beyond this life.